Well, on January 1st, states all around Pennsylvania will increase their minimum wage. But once again, Pennsylvania is still stuck at a minimum wage that hasn't gone up since 2009.
As political editor John Delano explains, House Democrats and Senate Republicans in Harrisburg just can't seem to agree on what this state's minimum wage should actually be.
About half the states in the U.S. are boosting their minimum wages on January 1st. But don't look for Pennsylvania to be among them.
It is quite an embarrassment for Pennsylvania to be the only state. We're an island among all the other states around us who, over the past several years, each and every year, have increased their minimum wages.
Well, Pennsylvania's minimum hourly rate has been stuck at $7.25 for 15 years. On January 1st, Ohio's minimum wage goes to $10 an hour, Maryland to $15 an hour, and New York to $16 an hour. Many worry that better wages elsewhere explains the state's population loss.
And it's an important issue for all the folks around the border parts of Pennsylvania where the states next to them are having high minimum wage. We're losing workers to those states.
Last June, the Democratic-controlled state House did pass a bill to raise the minimum wage to $11 in 2024, $13 in 2025, and $15 in 2026. So why isn't that happening? Because the Republican-controlled state Senate never voted on it or sent the House any version of their own. Senate Democratic leader Jay Costa says it matters which party controls the Senate.
There's no question if Democrats were in control of the state Senate, we would have a minimum wage increase, and my guess would be that would have ramped up over the course of the next 3 years to roughly around $12 to $15 in that space.
Senate Majority Leader Joe Pittman, who has authority to schedule a vote on a minimum wage proposal anytime he wishes, was not available to comment on camera. In a statement to KDKA, Pittman noted, quote, "I have made it quite clear both publicly and privately that our caucus is open to a compromise on minimum wage. But unfortunately, House Democrats and the governor have shown no willingness to consider a more reasonable adjustment," unquote. Costa says Democrats are quite willing to discuss a compromise increase, but so far that has not been a priority of Senate Republicans who control the chamber.
We can sit down at the table, work with our House colleagues, and bring closure to the issue. As I mentioned at the outset, I think we'd like to do something, but we just got to figure out the details of it, and that's what we haven't been able to do because we haven't had focus on it. And I think if we get there, we can get something done.
Will 2024 be the year leaders Pittman and Costa can reach agreement and pass a Senate minimum wage increase bill? We shall see. John Delano, KDKA-TV News.